guys, I am Nathan and you are watching Kneel Before Sod. Hopefully you had a chance to check out Marvel's Ant-Man this weekend, so let's talk about that. Now going into this film, I was very skeptical of whether or not this was going to be a good addition to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Ant-Man is an underdog hero, which means not a lot of people know about him, and the ones who do, there's not a whole lot there to be reckoned with as far as the comic books go. It was like when Guardians of the Galaxy came out, you had this brand new group of heroes that not a lot of people had heard of, and they decided, you know what, let's make a live action film with these people. That was a bold move, and the writers and the director pulled it off extremely well. So I was hoping the writers for Ant-Man were able to introduce a brand new character to the big screen in a memorable way, something that can be carried on for the rest of the cinematic universe. And to my relief, this was a great film. First off, Paul Rudd as Ant-Man. I love Paul Rudd. He's one of my all-time favorite actors. And when I heard that he was playing Ant-Man, I was really hoping that he would give his all into bringing this character to life. It's like he knew that when he was going to be part of the Marvel Universe, he was playing this hero, he had to pull out all the stops and make sure this was a memorable moment for him and for the people watching. This film showed his prowess and all the skills he has obtained through the years of acting. I mean, he was serious at times, dramatic, and he was also very funny, and it just all blended together and made a really good cast decision. Michael Douglas as Hank Pym, who is the guy that gives Ant-Man his suit and trains him, he is by far one of the coolest characters I've ever seen. And this was one of the best performances I've seen from Michael Douglas in a long time. I have no clue where he's been in the past few years. He's been lying low, but now he's back and he just made an awesome character. Hank Pym is like a hero without a mask. You know, he fights for good and justice, but he does it on the front lines. There's no point in hiding. Just go out and do what you have to do. And the characters in this film all blend to make a really cool and interesting action scenes. Like when you see Ant-Man, like he'll grow small and then big, doing all these different combos to take out enemies. It's fun, it's awesome, I love it. But I'm glad the writers knew that just because the characters are really small and battling, it looks great and awesome, that they're still small, so you have to add in a lot of comedy. Yellow Jacket was a really cool villain. I love the way his suit looked, where you had like the bright yellow, it was complementing the silver on gray, and just the way he looked was awesome. And as a villain goes, he was more sadistic rather than, if you look at other Marvel villains, they all know that they're the bad guy. With this villain, he knows that he wants control and to spend a lot of money, and he will go out of the way to do it just to gain power and just be a more badass villain. And the fight scenes between Ant-Man and Yellow Jacket were over the top and extremely funny and just amazing. Watching these two battle each other, but they're really tiny, and then when you see it in reality, in real life, it's hilarious. I'm glad the writers of this film knew how to balance these two concepts out just to make a better addition to what you're seeing. My only gripe is that the very beginning of this film is a bit confusing. It's almost like flashing a bunch of scenes, just forcing them at you, just so you can get to the better stuff. It is easy to follow, but in a way, they don't really care about any kind of backstory or anything. They just want to get straight to the focus point. In the end, Ant-Man, I have to say, was a great addition to the superhero family. It had everything you wanted. All of the action, all of the comedy, drama, and it was just all piled in. What I also loved about this film is how very independent it was. I mean, it wasn't like, let's show another Marvel film and then try to cram the Avengers straight into that. No, it wasn't like that. You had one character, you learned about his plot, his duty, what he has to do, and where it goes from there. All of this put together has made a very enjoyable film, so I will say this film is worth checking out. I can't wait to see how Ant-Man ties in with the Avengers, how he helps, probably during Captain America, the Civil War, like which side he's gonna take. I'm really hoping he chooses the better side to become a better hero. Alright guys, that's it for this video, so subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, like the video. If you had the power to control ants, what would you make them do? Let me know in the comment section, because I want to hear what you guys would do controlling a bunch of ants. I'm not sure what I would do with them. Probably play chess. I will see you guys on the next video.